Welcome back. It's the Wake Up Show. Get your ass up. It's time to do something with your life this morning. It's time to get to work. You can go to the club and twerk. You weren't saying that this weekend when you was enjoying yourself. Did you say something? You didn't say nothing when you walked in that club. You went straight to the bartender and went to shaking your tail. So get up the same way you did with that same energy for the club to get to this paper. That's right, baby. This is motherfucking hump day, Wednesday. We ain't taking no days off to be successful in life. And look, for all you motherfuckers that ain't got no car insurance on the way to work this morning, hitting the horn, speeding up behind people, talking about some bump, get out the way. Go get some car insurance for you think you got that right to do that shit. To make somebody tear their car up, be put down, taking time going to therapy, calling insurance companies because of your no insurance having ass, rushing and shit. You're late for work, you're late for everything in your life. Motherfuckers like you. Now, let me get into this motherfucking show, dog. College basketball. If you don't know about college basketball, then in college basketball now players are getting paid. It's called a NIL. They get money that they should have been getting for decades since they've been playing. But for decades, the NCAA found a way not to pay college players and try to make it where they are crooks or criminals if they accept money to come to college. But if you don't know, people, since the history of college sports, they have been having boosters and people behind the scene giving college players money under the table. That's right. It's just only a small percentage get found out and brought to the public eye. Anyway, them days are over for players worrying about taking money and getting in trouble for the same motherfuckers who making millions of dollars off of them. But when they get a piece of the money, it's a problem. That's right. Now, you know what the big thing is now? Now the players have control of their destiny like the NBA players. They can get in position and get a little money in college before they even get to the NBA. Because just for instance, say you get hurt in college and you don't get to make it to the NBA. You don't get drafted. Because when you get hurt, your stock go down. It's just like Wall Street. You know, you ain't the same no more when you're injured. You ain't worth the same. You're a company when you play sports. Remember that. So when your stock drop, you basically out the game. So at least some players that might end up going through this get a piece of the pie before that happens. And if they smart and got the right people in their corner, they can invest some of that money while they're getting it in college before they get to the league. And they'll be straight. See, that was the big thing, man. You had hundreds and thousands of college players throughout the history of college sports end up getting injured and don't even get to the professional league. And they go through mental health issues because their life didn't change. They didn't think life was going to be like this. They had plans of getting a whole lot of money and playing a professional career. But when the injury happened, it changed everything. And they never had a plan B. So it fucks with people. So now this can change the game. And this is why I'm talking about this morning, goddammit. It's because a lot of people in sports are mad because of the players are transferring. They're using the transfer portal. And what they mean is if it's another college that can give them more money, then they leaving and going to get that money. Just like in the NBA, if it's a better team or a different team, they don't even have to be better. It's going to offer you more money. A lot of players are going for the money because at the end of the day, when you out of the sport and you old, you need as much money as you can to keep your life going. That's what it's all about. So taking pay cuts and all that, nah, fuck that. You take a pay cut, owner. Players, get your motherfucking bag. Because when you walk away from this sport, you don't need all the money that you need to move on to your second phase in life. So that's what they mad about. It's in the history of college sports, this has been the big the biggest transfer portal in history. And that's because players are wise. And they got other colleges say you play for University of Connecticut, right? And they giving you $70,000 NIL money. You might have the University of North Carolina, if you're good enough, might say, hey, we need to get him, look. There's somebody over there talk to him, tell him we're going to give him 130. We're going to double it if he come play for us. And he going to be able to start. What you going to do? You're going to get that money. That's right. You're going to get more money for your family and your future. And that's what the fuck you're supposed to do. See, that's what's wrong. It's just like on the job when people work for companies. The companies want you to be a slave and represent their country, their company, in every aspect. But it's all about the company at the end of the day. It's not about you representing and helping them build a company up. And when you walk away, you benefiting too. When you walk away from building up that job you go to work at every day, they're going to still be moving and still moving up. And you ain't going to get shit out the deal unless you got stock in the company. Now, if you're smart, get some stock put some stock in your company if you're working on the job. You better buy some of that shit. Don't just work the shit out yourself on the job and don't get none of that money that they making. If you work for them, get you some stock for them. You just tuned into another episode of Legend the Comic. You ought to be halfway to work or already pulling up to the door. Don't sit in the car waiting on that extra 10 minutes before you got to clock in. Start your motherfucking day now. Get on now. Get motivated. Get into it. Yeah, you might have had a fucked up day yesterday, but today it's going to be different. Until the next time. Until the next moment I'm in your ear. Keep living, baby.